Hello and welcome to my first ever training vlog. We're going to start on Saturday morning with a 6.5 7k progressive long run. This took the form of the first K at conversational pace, with the next 2k slightly faster, the next 2 kilometers faster again, and then the final K ramping up to a fast pace. I was away for the weekend meeting my new nephew, so this wasn't an area I was used to running in. For this run I ended up just doing a nice out and back along the River Way and Byfleet, which was a nice change from the Welsh hills because it was nice and flat. So Monday mornings are usually a snatch day for me. At the moment I'm recovering from a back injury that happened about 3 weeks ago, so I'm just feeling it out, keeping the weights quite light. I'm starting off with a snatch pull and then into snatch. This is mainly just to make sure my back's feeling okay while I'm doing it. So this is my last warm-up set before I move into my working sets at 100 kilos. So my working sets start at 105 and I've done 4 singles at that weight. I've seen a lot of people recently move to what is being called hybrid training. I see a lot of running and powerlifting or bodybuilding, but I haven't seen anyone try and combine running and Olympic weightlifting. I suppose that's because it's very close to CrossFit. I'm hoping to take the distance a little bit further than that of a standard CrossFit program would take it, and therefore I would consider my training as hybrid rather than CrossFit. On Tuesday morning I did 6 by 800 metres with a 90-second walk in between. For the 800 metre repeats, the target pace was 5:25 per kilometre, which I was able to hit. This did get hard towards the end though, and my hamstrings and glutes definitely fell to it after the squats on Monday morning. After the track session in the morning, I went to the gym in the evening and did a clean workout with some front squats afterwards. This comprised of clean front squat jerk at 130, I did 5 sets of this, and then followed by 5 sets of 3 at 150 front squat. To finish this session off I did some pull-ups and some barbell rows, just to keep the upper back nice and strong. I didn't film much on Thursday morning, it was a pretty boring session to film. This session was over and unders at 400 metre intervals, so the first 400 was slow at 6:35 per kilometre, and the second 400 was then at 5:25 per kilometre, and then this was repeated 4 times. 2k warm up to begin with and a kilometre cool down, along with some sort of drills and activation work. So Thursday evening was a snatch session again. Today was snatch doubles up to 110 kilos. So this one is my last warm up at 100. I'm not overly happy with the form here. I think I'm a bit wobbly, a bit unstable, not overly confident in position, probably due to my back still not being perfect. This was then my first attempt at the 110. You see I made the first one perfect fine, might a bit wobbly, and the second one I just got in my head, I got way behind the bar and just pulled and just knew that there was nothing there. So this was then my second attempt at the lift. and it's much smoother. Drop under the bar is much quicker. There's a lot less instability. I just thought about staying over the bar for longer, which significantly helped my confidence when putting off the floor. And this is the second lift. And again, very happy with how that looked. It's not back where I needed to be, but it's much closer. This is just some basic clean deadlifts. Again, just trying to emphasise the lower back, so just 3 sets of 5, and then into some strict press to finish off the barbell work today. So 70 kilos for 4 sets of 6. Friday was a clean and jerk day with some mixed accessories to go along with it. So this, I just did a built up sort of a moderate single, or what was planned to be a moderate single clean and jerk. So that's 90 kilos to start with. This is just my warm up. I then built up to 140. I missed it twice. Once I just didn't really commit to it. The second time, it was all in my head, just couldn't pull it at all. I haven't been under a heavy weight since my back injury. You can see my over positioning on these lighter ones. This is 130 is not the best. It's very unstable. I sort of rush the jerk recovery, which isn't what I'm used to. I mean, these should be sort of 70, 80% weights, and it's a bit of a nightmare. So this is the first 140. Felt good off the floor, but I just think there's some residual nerves from my back injury that just is in that full catch position. I still have a bit of nervousness about it all. So that was I actually went down, back down to 130, did it a few times and built back up. But then again, my jerk for this one I missed. It was relatively close. That would have been a press out anyway. And again, got the 140 clean this time again. Perfectly, well, it was okay clean. But missed the jerk in. This one wasn't even close. I just didn't commit to it. There's no drive. You can see I don't reach full extension on the drive. I cut it short and rush it, and it's just overall not very good. I think, but this is part and parcel of just not having been under these heavy weights or heavier weights for sort of the last 2 or 3 months, with various things getting in the way and different focuses in training and things like that. So this is my some lower body accessories. Just did that, and then Saturday did a longer run, 8 and a bit kilometers in 56 minutes. It was very steady, very slow. Huge amount of fatigue in my lower legs, and just wanted to get round today. But overall, that was a solid week of hybrid training. Back's got no pain whatsoever, so looking forward to continuing this block and seeing where we can get to with both my running and my lifting. Thank you, and see you next time.